It's me, Black Snake Rolling, and from what the title can tell you, I am doing a Batman vs Superman movie review with minor spoilage, and I'm gonna throw in some Easter eggs about the movie. Now, this is the first live action DC movie to have other characters from like DC. You know, there was the Superman movies with Christopher Reeves or whatever. Then Michael Keaton's and Tim Burton's Batman's and then Nolan's Batman films, excuse me, and such. But Marvel has their cinematic universe. They're like, oh DC, let's make our own and shit. But overall, I saw the movie a month after it came out. I thought it was really good. Not really good. There was a lot I saw wrong with it, and that's actually what I'm gonna go into right now. First thing wrong with Batman vs Superman is something that has been done in every Batman movie, in which I thought this was a Superman movie. I thought it was a sequel of Man of Steel, which Zack Snyder had a praise over Man of Steel, but I didn't think it was really good either. But one thing that really stood out to me was they went and did a whole again with showing Bruce's parents getting killed and all that, doing it differently and all that, but it was it was lazy how they kind of did it. Every other movie that had Batman in it, sure they did it, but there was a point to showing that in the movie. And in Batman vs Superman, it was just the first thing. The first fucking thing that they show in the movie. And then it jumps to Bruce's view or perspective of Superman fighting Zod from the previous movie. And if you were to play those two clips from when he was fighting Zod and Bruce's perspective of it, it ties together. It looks like it looks like it could be in one movie and shit. Well, there's that retelling Batman's origin story and shit. Then it goes through the process of dragging everybody's character along, they're trying to make it like a real live kind of, everybody has their emotions and shit, which I think they did poorly because the whole thing was pointed towards Batman throughout the movie. Like Wonder Woman, Diana was just there to be there, just there to fucking be there, and I don't know, the whole like first hour or to whenever they actually start fighting is it's just kind of it's stupid. Then there's with Lex Luthor that everybody was like, oh, he's not supposed to have long hair, and actually he did have long hair, but but see, okay, the thing with Lex is that he's a businessman, he's very smart, very intelligent, and Superman in the comics, canon, he always foiled his plans and shit, stopping him, giving him a reason to hate him. And this Lex just hates him. Lex just hates him. He just wants to kill him and shit. Then he creates Doomsday, which is stronger than Superman. So I, I, I don't fucking get it. And well, the movie. I mean, the movie overall was all right. It was just the plot and the story and how it dragged on just made it enjoyable. The only good part in the movie is when there's Batman in the movie. Nothing else is really fun. It's really circling around everybody. Just it didn't, the sequence, it like the like it won't good how they planned the movie out. there was too much shit that made it seem like there wasn't enough. Like you put too much in the movie, and it made it seem like there wasn't enough to like have the movie be itself. And see, the problem is they make a Superman movie, no Batman, no Wonder Woman, or no movie like that with the cinematic universe, and then just throw them all in there into one fucking movie, which I think is really really lacking. It's very lazy. They just the Marvel got a cinematic universe. Let's make one, which I just think is very stupid. Everybody had their gripes about the movie that it's too dark, it's too serious. Well, the reason why it's too dark is because where Christopher Nolan succeeded, Zack Snyder failed. Christopher Nolan's movies made it actually seem like this could happen, you know. And I loved Christopher Nolan's trilogy. I loved The Dark Knight, Batman Begins. All three of the movies I thought were on point, except for Dark Knight Rises, which was a good movie. It was excellent. All of them are a good movie. And see, Christopher Nolan kind of knew how the people would react, especially with the main characters, about like how everybody was, how everybody would feel about certain things, and the rage and the idea to do what needed to be done. Batman vs Superman. Oh, let's just throw in how they feel, and that's the end of it. And the only one that we're actually going to care about is Batman, even though it's not his movie. And see, like, where's the fun in that? You just, and they made everybody hype for the movie for like 3 years. Made everybody all hype for it, and then when it comes out, everybody's disappointed. And a lot of people didn't like understand the movie, to be honest. Like I'm not a die-hard DC fan or Marvel. I love Marvel and DC. I love comics. I love superheroes and shit. I think they're fucking sick. But they made the movie and how they felt like it was needed to be made, which is no problem. But it felt really lazy. Now I'm going to go into this. Everything that was right about the movie. Everything good about it. Well, first, new Batman. Ben Affleck's Batman was the bomb. And see, one thing I liked about it is how Burton's, Schumacher's, Nolan's, the voice. The voice, for one thing. Either it was the same or a gruttery noise. I understand Christian Bale's point of view, but like after like the second movie, it got really like midway through the second movie, it changed and it won't good. But in this, he actually has a thing that goes right here that changes the tone, makes it disoriented, which I really like. And another thing is Alfred. Jeremy Irons' portrayal of Alfred was really good. And I like how they did him because in all the other movies, Alfred was a butler. He was a butler. He didn't really fucking do a fucking thing. In this, he was a mechanic. He helped build a lot of it. He actually, when Batman was out there doing shit, he was behind the screen helping him. In which I really, really liked it. And another thing is, new Batman. Batman's fighting style was amazing. It was something that we've been wanting to see for a long time. Everybody was like, "Oh, the Dark Knight's fighting." Actually, I kind of liked it. It looked cool, but it was very slow paced. Like punch, whatever. And this nigga hopping around the room, just throwing shit like, throwing crates, punching people's heads into the floor. There was like where they thought that he was coming in through the elevator. He comes up through the floor, hides up on the top. Just does whatever, and it was just amazing about that. And that's one thing I liked about it. And the gadgets, the batarangs, I like what they did because it could literally stick in anywhere. The way how it was, whatever. And grapple gun actually had more of a use than grapple. Just go where you need to go. He used it for something else. The suit, the way how he looked, and the way how he acted. He looked very menacing. He looked very intimidating. Dark Knight, he looked like a knight. He looked like he looked intimidating, but with that voice, with you forcing it, makes them less afraid. And him, he just straight Ben Affleck just goes in. He's Batman. Okay, now on to Easter eggs. It is very eminent that Batman has fought, and he has a rogues gallery. As far as we can see, this is one of the Robin suits with spray painted, a detail that he has fought the Joker, which means that he has fought many other villains. Here we can clearly see question mark on the pillar. Riddler. Maybe somebody, painted that up there. Or it could have been Riddler himself. By looks at the building, you could tell that it's pretty old. Which could be a follow-up on another Batman movie. So who knows. Here, we can see, you look very closely on the gun. You can see that there is a Joker card. And this is in a dream sequence with Nightmare Batman. And so, who knows what that means? That he has a card strapped to the gun, on the gun. Here we could see parademons, which is a sign of Darkseid. I think Darkseid. And you can clearly, there's one, but, here there's more in the Nightmare Batman dream sequence. And so, you're pretty well aware that in other movies that Darkseid is going to be in it, and this is just a premonition of. Okay, here we see a Omega symbol, which is in the Batman dream, and who knows what time this takes place in, but there's a reference with the Flash that says Lois is the key. Another Easter egg is Ace Chemicals, which is clearly a hint to fucking the Joker. And the Killing Joke, his origin story is Ace Chemicals. He falls in the vat of, chemicals, becomes who we love today. Another one is clearly a reference to the Dark Knight Returns cover art. The pose, the lightning, just everything about it. And see, in the Dark Knight Returns, there's the Sons of Batman. I think that's what it's called, where, they have a group of followers of normal people. Here, there's a crest on the soldier's arm of Superman, which is a complete reversal from the Dark Knight Returns when he, activates a Nightfall protocol, and then Sons of Batman. Complete reversal in his dream, which we don't even know if it's happened yet in this movie. So, you guys really liked my video on what I thought and a few Easter eggs for the people that haven't seen the movie on what could be coming up on the next upcoming DC Universe, cinematic universe movie franchise, whether it be Justice League, Batman, Superman, any of them, any of the movies. And if y'all like the video, please subscribe, smack that like button, comment on what you felt about it. If you've seen the movie, tell me what you saw. I'm just a young kid, so you can't really. I ain't got much to say about it. I'm not a well-organized person, but if you did like the video, please like, subscribe, comment on the movie, your thoughts, anything like that. Thanks.